Hello, I am Damin. This is Foundations of Programming, Web Security, Section 3, Filtering Input, Controlling Output. Regulating requests. There are many requests out there. There's get, post, connect, delete, head, options, trace, and many more. You want to make sure you accept only what you want. So if a hacker decides to send a different request, you don't want your server to crash and you don't want him to get any information that you don't want him to have. Validating input. This is your first step when securing any site. You need to pay attention to what is directly inputted. Say you have a search on your site. You got to make sure you're prepared so if someone either puts an empty search in or too many letters in. Sanitizing data. This is the most important step. This is basically asking, is this data potentially dangerous? Once the data has been sanitized, you want to put a variable to label it on. You want to make sure that you can differentiate the data that has not been sanitized and data has been sanitized. Putting a clear variable on them will help you determine to what data I had to sanitize and what data I have already done. Keeping code private. You want to keep your code private. You don't want people to see what's going on behind the scenes. Code not private can be a goldmine of information for hackers to allow them more easily to break into your server. Keeping credentials private. This is the most important step. You want to keep credentials separate from code. You want to keep them out of version control system. You want to keep as few copies as necessary. You do not want to reuse passwords. Keeping error messages vague. You want to turn off detailed reporting. You want to return 404 and 500 generic pages. Developers can look up errors. They don't need detailed error pages. Smart logging. Some data worth logging is date and time, source, action, target, cookie session, URL, and backtrace. That's all I have for you today, so I want to thank you for watching. I was Damin, and this was Foundations of Programming, Web Security, Section 3, Filtering Input, Controlling Output.